This is the morning news on 10. Spring is well and truly here, and while we often think of it as hay fever season, we probably didn't realise that eczema flare-ups are just as widespread. Joining us now is Dr Ann-Maree Kurzydlo, and dermatologist, of course, and Roberta Horn, whose young daughter has eczema, and they're here to scratch some answers on this very troubling condition. I'm not sure who to start with. Doctor, perhaps you first of all. Eczema, why does it show its head at spring?
So eczema is actually a really common condition, and we find it is more common in winter and in spring. The reason winter is more common is because you tend to get a bit of drying of the skin, and in the spring there's lots of pollens around, lots of allergies, and therefore we find it is much more common in that period of time.
Your daughter, I'm guessing, has a very bad case of eczema. How do you manage it through these most troublesome times?
Spring, we always dread spring coming along, and it's really preventative as well. We try and make sure that she's well moisturised and prevent the attacks coming on. If they do come on, we treat them, as directed by our dermatologist, but the prevention is really important.
Does it concern you? One of the most common treatments for eczema is steroids. I'll just ask you from a mum's point of view, first of all, does it trouble you having to use a preparation like that on your child?
Initially it was very scary when I thought that was something I had to use, but our dermatologist put my mind at ease when I realised that a lot of the misconceptions aren't really that accurate, and when she has a bad flare-up, we find that is our only help for her, and it really relieves her and gives her a lot more comfort so she can get on with her daily life.
Doctor, do we have anything to be concerned with? The moment you mentioned steroids, people are worried. Do we have anything to be concerned with?
Absolutely. Look, the thing with topical steroids is that if they're used as directed by your physician, they are completely safe. We do advise that people use cortisone-based products that are ointment-based rather than creams. 3 reasons. Basically, patients who apply these steroid-based products to broken skin can feel some stinging, so the ointments tend to be less stingy. We also like them to use it because it's more occlusive and moisturising, and also because you don't have preservatives in it like you do with cream. So steroids are completely safe as long as used as directed, and there's been a fantastic study done here in New South Wales where they actually looked at the application of steroids in children and found it to be completely safe if used as directed. As
Roberta says there, they help manage it by just keeping the skin moisturised. Is that something you can prepare for ahead of time? You know it's going to be a dry season, to get in early with the moisturising?
Absolutely. So when we're talking about cortisone creams, that's simply when the eczema is flared, so when it's itchy, scaly and irritable. At other times, we like parents to get into the routine of a daily pattern of moisturising. The type of things we tend to recommend are short, warm showers or baths, as this tends to dry the skin if you use hot water, regular use of fragrance-free or soap-free products, and the liberal application of a topical steroid such as Cetaphil, which tends to moisturise the skin and preserve that skin barrier, which is what you're really missing out on in eczema-prone skin.
And of course there's no cure for it, is there?
There is no cure, and that's the whole point. We're really trying to maintain and manage the skin rather than cure it, because it is a genetic condition.
Yeah. Ann-Maree and Roberta, thank you very much for coming in, and I hope we've scratched a few myths on that. Thank you.